Hello everybody, and welcome to another bonus installment of Mark's Monday Minutes in Real Estate. Now today is going to be unique. It is actually a case study in information sharing. This is how I gain information and share it with my clients so that they can make informed decisions when looking to buy or sell a home. Now in this case, these are some clients who I helped them buy a house back in 2015, and they've since relocated out of the state. So they use the property as a rental. And they're wondering now, they reached out and asked me two questions. First of all, what's my house worth? And second of all, how's the market? Okay, they see these weekly videos and they're always asking, okay, we get the information, but what about our unique neighborhood there in Southwest Portland? So I thought I'd use this as an example to walk you through how I come up with a market analysis on the property. How's the market around their home? Now, I'm not going to list the price of the home in this because that's for a separate piece, but for the how's the market answer, that's what I'll provide. Now let's just use this as an example. Clients are looking to sell the home. Maybe. It's currently a rental. Do they continue to rent or do they sell? I'm thinking about tax consequences and such. So let's take the home there in Southwest Portland off Terwilliger Boulevard, if you will. And here's how I come up with looking at how the market is behaving. First of all, I'm going to select homes around that property, around the subject property, and I match them first and foremost on high school because right near that is the Ida B. Wells High School. So let's match based on school. It's going to get a good geographic representation of the homes in proximity to the high school and within the same service area. I will also select homes typically in the 3 to 5 bedroom range, as this house has a 3-bedroom plus a bonus plus an office. I'll usually go 2 to 4 bathrooms because sometimes some agents kind of don't always do the bathrooms quite. So I'll make sure this house has a 2.5 bathrooms. And for square footage, this particular subject property is 3,100 square feet. So I'm going to look at other homes in the 2,400 to 4,100 square foot range. So somewhere about 1,000 square feet on either range of the actual square footage. Now, I will go in and make adjustments to the value of the home. And in particular, this home happens to have what is described as a 4-car garage, but I know these clients put 6 cars in that garage. Now that's unheard of this close in. So there's obviously inherent added value to that. That's my expertise. That's why you see that back there. Forget the house. How big is the garage? Because the garage matters in these unique circumstances. Now we'll adjust up value for that. I will also adjust as well for the age of the home. Now most of the homes around this home happen to be mid-century moderns. As part of Southwest Portland, Hillsdale area, there's a lot of homes built from the 1920s to the 1960s. This house in particular is built in 1997. So what does that mean? It's newer than most of the homes, but then it's also right at that 25-year point where the major systems of the home have hit their first generational lifespan. If you have a furnace that's 25 years old, it's ready for replacement. If your roof is 25 years old, it's ready for replacement. Also, homes in the 90s, also many of them were built with this product called CPVC. It is plastic water supply, similar to white PVC. And unfortunately, especially on the hot water side, it can be a bit fragile, leading to some catastrophic flooding. So that's a concern that doesn't necessarily help the property, but it's something to be aware of. We usually recommend a home warranty. That's probably the easiest way, short of repiping the house, as you hear those ads on the radio. Now, how do I look at the market activity for the area? What I do in the current market as we are shifting and changing, even though we're not. But if you think we are, I go back and I look 6 months back in that same area that matched on these homes, these comparable homes. And what I'm doing right now is I'm comparing quarter to quarter. So quarter 1 to quarter 2. It's the middle of August. So any house that has sold the middle of August went under contract by typically the beginning to second week of July. So I want to look and see, going back 6 months, February 15th through August 15th. And I'll break that into 2 3-month segments. If a home is in escrow between 30 and 45 days, a house that went into escrow the first week of January will close somewhere in that second week of February. So that's the start of quarter 1 and then quarter 2. Now, looking at the homes around, in that 6 months, there have been 32 homes that fit this rough profile. Their average list price was $796,000. The average sold price was $842 in just an average of 10 days on market. So that represents an oversale, the selling price $46,000 or 5.7% over asking price over the total 6%, or the 6 months rather. Now, if I want to look at quarter to quarter to see how we're doing, typically the summer starts to heat up faster. You would think that that first quarter would be slower and the second quarter higher. Well, we're wrong. In fact, quarter one, we go back February 15th to May 15th. There were 17 homes, so just half of these homes. They had an average list price of $791 with an average selling price of $849. So they actually sold for $58,000 over asking price, higher than the $46,000 average over the total 6 months. So 58 over the first 3 months, which was 7.3% over asking price. We compare that to quarter two from May 15th through August 15th. There were 15 homes in that time. They had an average list price of $802,000 and they sold for $834,000. All same days on market of 11, 10 to 11, statistically not significant. But the difference in that second quarter is those homes were selling for $32,000 over asking price, or 3.9%. Now there's a big difference between 7.3 and 3.9. Normally you would have expected first quarter, second quarter. In this case, we've done this. So first quarter was more frenetic, more buyer passion, more activity. Now we're slowing down. So buyers are still paying over the asking price, but it's slowing down. Now, of course, remember along the way, we'll look at other factors that may have influenced this. Interest rates hit 4% in March, and then they started to go up. So that's going to absolutely suppress buyer activity. Now, why do I share this information? Why do I work this out for every listing and for every proposal for a client? Because my job is to help set reasonable expectations for my clients so that they have good information to use when making good, solid decisions. When this happens, my clients feel good about their decisions. They feel comfortable and confident in the decisions that they make, exploring the options that they're considering. So that's a little bit about how I come up with answering the question, how is the market? And that's the answer. Therefore, Southwest Portland, Hillsdale neighborhood for my clients in the home there, generally off the Terwilliger area. Their home last year, yeah, it was probably priced somewhere in the $825 to $840 range. I'll come up with a revised number now, but I also want to give them the answer to that second question. How's the market doing? Have a wonderful day.